Hi, good evening, all.
Good evening, Arvind.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, good evening. So, I think two more members has to join. That is Naresh and Nagesh. Is Naresh is going to join?
Let me
Akash
check with him. Let me check with him.
and Mani, Nagesh is going to join or what?
Yeah, sir, he will join. I will check it once.
Okay, fine. So, let's wait for another 2 minutes. Otherwise, we will start. Okay, no problem. Let's start. So, meanwhile, they might be joining. Okay. So once again, thanks to all for joining this learning sessions, and a warm welcome to all for joining this learning session for SAP S4 HANA SD training session. So let us see. I'm going to share my screen. So what are all the course content will be there in the sales and distribution module. So this is the course content and the enterprise structure is there. So we will see about the hope you are able to see my screen, right?
Yes, Arvind.
Okay, fine. So this is about the course content. So we have almost 23 topics. Okay. So in inside the topic itself, we will have a various subtopics. So let's start with the introduction of the ERP and SAP and its SAP journey and how SAP journey has started and how it is implemented ECC version. And there are like various version will be there. So we have a ECC version, we have a other version also. Now the latest version is S4 HANA. In the S4 HANA, we have again the version is 2023 version we are using currently. And what are all the landscapes are there? And how about the system architecture? Okay. So those kind of we'll see in the introduction part. And secondly, we will have a various SAP modules. So what are all the functional modules will be there? What are all the technical modules will be there? Okay. So and parallelly, those who are new to the this SAP learning journey, okay, those who don't know any SAP, for them, I have a separate chapter, okay, that is SAP basics and system navigations, like how to log in, okay, and how to navigate the system, how to enter the T codes, what are all the menus are there inside the SAP system. Those kind of settings we will see in the SAP. And fourth chapter is the enterprise structure. It is a very basic and foundation to the all the modules. Whatever may be the functional modules, whatever may be the technical modules, the enterprise structure will be it is a foundation. How house will have a foundation, right? Basement. Like that, for all the modules, enterprise structure is a basement. So we will see in the enterprise structure. So within the enterprise structure, we will have a various functional modules, and functional modules will have each organizational unit. So as a SAP, we are here for learning a SD, like sales and distribution. So we will have SD org structure also. And fifth chapter is master data and transactional data. In master data, we have a various master data within the SAP SD and transactional data. So in transactional data also, so we have various transactional data within the SAP SD. And sixth chapter is brief overview about the OTC process. What is the OTC? Order to cash process. In SD, we called as a OTC, order to cash process. Whereas in sourcing and procurement, it is a P2P cycle. P2P cycle is nothing but a procure to pay. So here we sell the product and we receive the cash or receive the amount from the customer. So it is a account receivable process. In this, once the billing is done, so after that we are going to receive the amount from the customer. So this is a OTC process, from order to receipt of the cash. So in the sixth chapter, we are going to see the OTC process. And seventh, it is a business partner. In earlier ECC, there is a terminology called, like we used to do the create the customer master, vendor master, like that we used to do in the ECC version. Whereas in S4HANA version, so here we use the terminology business partner. Business partner, either he may be a vendor, or he may be a customer, or he may be a person, or he may be an employee. So like that, we are going to see in the business partner. And parallelly, how the configuration setting will be made before creating any customer. So those settings we will see. And in addition to the business partner, within the business partner, we have a various partner functions. So that also we are going to see what are all the partner functions are there. Like it is nothing but a sold to party, ship to party, bill to party, payer. So those kind of partner functions we'll see. And parallelly, how partner determination will happen within the sales document, like sales document and delivery document and the billing document. And ninth chapter will be a common distribution channel and division. So where where the common distribution channel and common division will be used, why it will be used, we can see in the ninth chapter. And parallelly, the 10th chapter is structure of sales order document. The sales order document, like we will create a sales order by using a T code VA01, right? Within the sales order document, what are all the parts are there? Like various parts will be there. Like we divide into three parts: header data, item level data, and schedule line item data. Those structure we can see in the structure of the sales order document. And 11th chapter, it is a very important chapter. So within the sales order, we are going to automatically determine, like automatically trigger out our plant, shipping point, and storage location, and parallelly the route. How these will be triggered automatically within the sales document. Okay, here the storage location, it is inside the delivery document, but plant, shipping point, and route will be within the sales order document. And parallelly, the 12th chapter is item proposal. Okay, item proposal, it is a list of materials. It is a just one envelope or container, or it is a box where we will store the regularly predictable list of orders, list of items. The customer may give regular orders, right? There might be a plenty of items, 50 items, 100 items. Those kind of items, instead of manually inputting in the sales order, we are going to automate. That envelope will be pulled out from the system and it will be automatically pasted in the sales document. This is the concept of item proposal. So instead of manually pulling out, there is a one more topic is there. Okay, that is dynamic product proposal. Let us see if the time permits. That also I am going to add in this course content. See, I told in the beginning itself, wherever the necessary, whenever there is a new topics is there, if I came to know, that is also I am going to cover in this course. Clear? See, like how I said,
Yeah,
item
yeah.
proposal. So there is a dynamic product proposal. Okay, that dynamic product proposal also I am going to add in this course content. So 13th, it is a very important, very important the topic. It is a key data structure. It is a very core configuration within the SD. Like this, we have a various core configurations. Various core configurations. Like okay, within the key data structure, how we have a order types, item category, schedule line item category, okay, then delivery types and billing types. So within this types, various controls will be there, and how these control will help in the sales document or delivery document or billing document, how it will helps. Okay, that we can see in the key data structure. In addition to that, there are other controls also there. So like we have a pricing condition type controls inside the condition type also various control fields are there. That also we are going to see. And within the pricing procedure, we have a 18 column pricing procedures and what are all the functions of each column. That also we are going to see. Okay. So these are all the core configuration within the sales and distribution. And major major process, whatever may be the companies, whatever may be the industries, what are all the standard sales processes are there, those we are talking in the various business process and sales process. So like cash sales, rush order, and complaints. If you talk about the complaints, there is a return sales will be there, credit memo request will be there, debit memo request will be there, invoice correction request will be there, right? And wherever the samples, like whenever companies providing, like company is sending a samples, because when the product is launched initially, okay, company is launched the product initially, so very first stage. So how your product will be marketing will be done, right? So they have to send a sample to the customer, and customer will send like test a samples whether the product quality is good or not, product is okay, it is viable or not. So they will test all the parameters. So this is that process is called as a free of charge delivery. And parallelly, the subsequent delivery of free of charge. It is nothing but a whenever there is a sales return is there, right? So you are like using a Amazon app, right? Flipkart application. So you are ordering some product, right? So whenever you are ordering, so if you get a particular, like whatever you have ordered, that correct item you have received, or else if you have received a poor quality or defective product, what you will do? You will return the product, right? Whenever you are processing for the return delivery, what the application will ask, there are two option will be there, whether your amount whatever you have paid that to be refunded, right? Or else you are going for the replacement of the product. That replacement will be nothing but a subsequent delivery free of charge. Okay, and we will see the various contracts. Okay, contract will be like, contract is nothing but it is a one of the agreement, sales contract. So contract will be based on the quantity basis or volume basis. Another will be a value basis. It is a general item. It is a material specific. General item means it is a various item, text items or various materials. It is material specific means only one particular material. And last not least in the various business sales process, that is a scheduling agreement. So it is also part of contract where only the difference is the customer will pre-define or pre-decide the scheduling of his delivery of the product. He will inform to the company, I need a 100 quantity, 200 quantity, 300 quantity. If, for example, if he has given the 100 quantity for the entire 2 months or 3 months. So first month he want the 20 quantity, and second month he want the again 20 quantity, and next month he want the 10 quantity. Like that, he will mention the particular dates. That is nothing but a scheduling agreement. He will schedule the delivery dates. So that is called as a scheduling agreement. And there is a one more topic, copy control. Copy control will help to copy the data from one document to another document. We have a 3 documents, right? One is a sales order document, another is a delivery document, another is a billing document. How the data will be copied and flow from sales order to delivery, delivery to billing. That kind of copy control settings we can see in the copy control topic. And 16th topic will be various determinations. Okay, this is also all. It is nothing but this topic is different. This topic is different. We have a determination procedures. Determination procedures. Those we'll see in the various determination procedures in the STSD, and it will works on the condition technique. And we'll see what is the condition technique and what are all the steps involved in the condition technique. We can see in this topic. We will have a price determination, we have a tax determination, we have a revenue account determination, we have a output determination. Output is nothing but a smart form printing, like invoice printing, delivery note printing, sales order printing. So those will be output determination. And even though text determination also are there. So within the sales order, within the delivery, within the billing document, there will be text. Some text they want, if you want to input, how text will be determined. That also we can see. And free goods, buy one get one. Buy 2 material, you will get 1 material, right? Buy 2 soaps, you will get 1 spoon. That we will see in the free goods. And parallelly, sales bomb. Sales bomb will be applicable like whenever you purchase a mobile, right? You purchase a laptop. So the main item only you are giving a amount for the entire product, whereas it will be charged for only laptop, whereas other components, right? Other parts is nothing but, for example, laptop is having a charger, right? Laptop is having a mouse. Laptop is charged, but mouse and the charger is not charged. It is a free of cost because that cost is included in the main item only. Main item is what? Laptop. But other small items are like components are charger and the mouse. Like that we can see in the sales bomb. How the main item is charged, how the like sub items are not charged. Those kind of settings we'll see in the sales bomb. And material determination. Material determination is nothing but a whenever you are you are stopping a like you are discontinuing one product, and in place of that product you are launching a new product. Okay, for example, now Apple i14 is not there. So instead of that, i14e or i15, those kind of product is launched. How, whenever the customer is placing an order for i14, how the system will replace the like automatically with the i15 item. Those kind of substitution we can see, right? Material listing and exclusion, that also we can see in the various distribution in SD. And this will work, all these will work on the condition technique only. And 17th chapter, it is a pricing procedure and condition records. So we call it as pricing procedure will be, it is a heart of sales and distribution module. So without which sales and distribution module will not run, because pricing is a very vast subject and there will be a various complex procedure will be there, complex scenarios will be there. We can see in the pricing procedure and the condition records. So within the pricing procedure, we have a 18 columns, that each column there is a different functionality that also we can see. And within the condition type, we are having a various field controls in the condition type. Those condition types, field controls also we can see. And for each condition types, there are some condition types will be there. For that, various business concepts are there. That also we can see in the pricing procedure and condition records. Next, so apart from the standard business process, there are some various special business process are there. So what are all those? Like consignment sales, okay, and advance return management. Okay, other than the sales return, we have a advance return management. Okay, and third party sales, individual purchase order, intercompany sales process, STO. Yes, in STO we have a two different STO. One is intra STO, another is a inter STO. Intra is nothing but a same company code, do different plants. Plant to plant, those plant belongs to a same company code. That is a intra STO. If it is a inter STO, inter is nothing but a company code to company code. One company code is having a one plant, another company code is another plant. So two plants are belongs to different company codes. That is a inter STO. So those kind of various special business process we can see in the 17th chapter. Also, there is one more new process has been introduced. I think that is advanced intercompany sales process. Something it is there. So that also I will see. If possible, I will also include in this topic. Okay. And 18th, billing plan. Especially billing plan will be applicable for the advance payment processing. Parallelly, the real estate. In the real estate business, these two processes will be used. Okay. I will explain you in detail when I am going to explain about the billing plan. And FSCM credit management, it is actually the credit management is the actual topic. Why I have mentioned FSCM is earlier the credit management was the SD part. Now it is integrated in the FSCM, financial supply chain management. So only here we will create a credit segment. So that credit segment will be maintained in the business partner. So there is a separate role will be there. How we have a role, three different role. So there is a credit management role will be there. That role will be called as UKM 000 something it is there. So in that role we are extending and we are assigning the credit segment and control area and credit risk control also. Because whenever the sales document or delivery document or whatever my billing document, if the credit limit is exceeded for the customer, okay, how the system will stop the further sales order processing or delivery processing or PGI processing or billing processing? Because if you are providing a one customer, there is a limit of 1 lakh rupees. So if the outstanding is 1 lakh rupees, still the customer has not made the payment, again the same customer is placing an order. So how your system knows whether the credit limit is exceeded or not? That kind of restriction we can manage in the credit management. So we can stop the sales order blockage. Okay, we can stop the delivery block, we can stop the PGI block, we can stop the billing block. Those kind of settings we can see in the credit management. And ATP, it is available to promise. Like available to promise, what it will do whenever you create a sales order, what system will do? There is a schedule line item, right? Schedule line item function is it is used to check the stock from the plant storage location. If the stock is not available, how your production order will be automatically converted, or if there is no raw material, how the MRP will run. Those kind of configuration we'll see in the ATP. Okay. And 21 chapter for 21st, this is make to order. It is nothing but a whenever order receives, you are going to produce. So how you will do the configuration for the make to order? There is a two scenarios. One is a make to stock, another is a make to order. So make to order is nothing but a against the customer order, the production is will happen. Make to stock is nothing but a irrespective of the customer order, you are going continuously producing the stock and you are keeping the stock in the warehouse or storage location. So that is a make to stock. And 22nd chapter is SAP tables. This is also very important tables we have in SD. So those tables we can see. And last is so brief overview about the how SAP implementation project will be carried out in the actual like scenarios, and what is the methodology we are using in the S4HANA. In ECC, there is a ASAP methodology is there, that is accelerated SAP methodology, where we have a 5 phases. But in Activate methodology, it is used for S4HANA implementation. We have a 6 phases. Okay. This is about the course content. If you have any doubt in the course content, please unmute yourself and ask. Any doubts in the course content?
No, Arvind.
Okay. Hope.
No, sir.
Okay. I will be considered it as a no only. Okay. Let's go to our introduction to ERP and SAP and its journey. How SAP journey has started and what is ERP we can see here. So this is about the overview of the ERP and its products. Can anyone tell me what is ERP? You can tell me in your own layman language and why ERP is used in the companies or business. No problem. So ERP is nothing but it is a one type of software, okay, or it is a one type of product, or it is a tool which will be used in any kind of business or enterprise. Why that ERP tool or software the companies are using? To manage their business operations, right? To manage their business operations and to streamline their business processes and to record the data, right? To analyze the data. So why we have to analyze the data? Because to identify the gaps. Why we have to identify the gaps? Because always business should be in profit side, not in the loss side. Whether my operation is going smooth or not, whether I'm getting proper like production or not, whether my inventory is correct or not, right? Whether my sales is increasing in trend or decreasing in trend, and which zone is having decreasing trend. Those kind of data, how you are getting? So you are getting through a tool called ERP, right? That is nothing but a ERP stands for like, and parallelly, why the analysis is required? To understand the gap and to take the further action on that, and to take the action, it will help to take the faster decision. Why? You are getting the data, real time data from the use of ERP tool, right? So ERP stands for enterprise. ERP stands for enterprise, resource, and planning. E means enterprise, R means resource, and P means planning. So I explained what is ERP. ERP is a tool or product, software, systems which helps to manage the business process to run smoothly. Right? Because of that, so we use the ERP tool in the business. What is the enterprise? Enterprise is nothing but any business. You can take a manufacturing company, You can take a real estate business. You can take a banking sectors. Any legal entity. Legal entity is nothing but it is a registered company. It is registered legally with the government. That is nothing but a enterprise. Why we have to register? Because there are certain rules within the India. We have to pay tax for the revenue, right? We have to pay the tax for the property. We have to pay the tax for the loyalty. So those kind of some legal requirements are there. To meet those legal requirements, we have to register with the government bodies. So for that legal entity, it is called as a enterprise. And resources. You know what are the main resources? So any business, right? For successful running of any business, 4 M's are very important. What are all those 4 M's? Man, machine, material, and money. So now in current scenario or current trend, one more important M is also very important. That is 5th M, management, right? Management also very important. If the management is strong, your employment also very strong, or your employee surety also very strong. Otherwise, what will happen? If the management is very loose, there might be a loss, there may be a layoffs will be there, right? So that is also 5th M also very important. Now, if you make a proper planning, this see, whenever you want a business to be run successfully, how you have to manage your 4 M's, right? That managing is nothing but a planning. Planning of this utilization of 4 M's is nothing but a like it will help to manage the business, right? The planning tool will help to make the proper utilization of 4 M's at right time and at right situation and at right place. If you do this, then only your business will be running with success. For that purpose only, we are using a ERP. And that tool is nothing but a ERP software. So I have mentioned here why ERP used in industries. It is required to manage the business process. Business operation runs smoothly, to streamline the business operations, to monitor and record the data and reports for analysis. Fourth one is to make the faster decision for the gap and further improvement in current process. And how it will helps in the business process? So ERP will help to manage the business process, like we have a sourcing process, we have a procurement process, we have a warehousing process, logistics, production, planning, inventory, storage, order processing, selling, shipment, and order fulfillment. And finally, the billing. So after billing, there is a revenue recognition and there is a incoming payment from the customer that will give us a. Finally, the aim is to keep the proper financial statements. What is the financial statement? Profit and loss account or balance sheet. That will give us whether the company or business is in positive side or negative side. If it is positive side, that evidences the growth of your business. If it is a negative side, again you are going for the gap analysis and you will find the various, you will observe the various reports and datas and you will find the gaps and you have to fill those gaps with proper action plans. Because of that only, ERP software will be helpful in the business process. Okay, and let us see what are all the ERP softwares or ERP systems or products are there in the global market. Like some companies, they are using a SAP. Some companies, they are using a Oracle, right? Some companies, they are using a Tally, and some companies, PeopleSoft, some companies, Workday, and Microsoft Dynamics, Baan, Kinaxis, and Coupa. The skin axis and this, it is a planning tool, and Coupa it is a sourcing tool. Okay, it is a sourcing software, Coupa, and Kinaxis is a supply chain planning software. Okay, and Ban and Microsoft Dynamics. Okay, and even though the Oracle, okay, and SAP, those are all similar software, but each will have a different features. Some features will be different with the SAP, some features will be different with the Microsoft Dynamics. That will be based on that, like the company will take a decision, like how the company will take a decision to adopt which ERP software. That is based on the business requirement and the size of the business, and what are all the business processes there. If there are like complex business process are there, so that complex business process solution will not be like provided with the Microsoft Dynamics, then, or else the Tally is not having that kind of features, or Oracle is not having that kind of features, then the company may go for the SAP ERP software. That is purely depends on the how the business process is there, how the complex so procedures are there, like complex business process are there, and what is the size of the business. If the size is very huge, then they may go for the SAP, because SAP is a one of the leading software, and SAP itself also one of the German based company. SAP is a German based company. SAP is a leading software tool also in the ERP products. Okay, and parallelly, not least, the company has to think about the what is the cost of that ERP product, because cost is very important parameter. Because why each and every company is thinking about the cost? Because without any money, okay, we cannot run the business, and without any money we cannot grow. Because of that, it should be a cost effective. Based on these parameters only, the company is going, or business is going to install or deploy the particular ERP products. And how it will be deployed? The deployment means hosting. It will be a hosting on basis of on-premise. On-premise is nothing but it is a own. Look, what is the difference between on-premise and cloud means? You have to just take an example with the, you have a own house, you have a rented house. Own house is nothing but a on-premise, and rented house is nothing but a cloud. Okay, and parallelly, here I have taken one diagram. What it indicates? See, at the central, I kept a brain. Brain is having a nervous system, right? Nervous system. Whereas surrounding of my brain, I have lot of resources. Like I have a lot of resources. I have a money, a house. I have a car. I have a cycle. I have a money, right? I have a some. I'm going for shopping, right? I have a some machine, right? So even though various resources are there, right? How to utilize these sources at right time and at the right situation and right place? Which one will help? So our brain will help, right? Our brain will help. So here our brain will work as a ERP software. So that's why I mentioned here, human brain is a software that acts like a ERP. That is nothing but a enterprise resource planning. All will be done here only. Whatever you want to do plan, your brain will help. Okay, how to utilize these resources, your brain will help, right? And how to store those resources planning, that brain will store all the data, right? So that is nothing but a brain is acts like a ERP. This is one of the best example. And you can do the, you can understand the concept of ERP versus SAP, because SAP is a one of the leading software in the ERP products, right? How you can compare the ERP and SAP means, if you want to understand the concept of the ERP and SAP, just think about the car. Car is okay, four-wheeler. Okay, car is nothing but a ERP. Okay, car is nothing but a ERP. In car, we have a various brands, right? We have a various brand. Which one is the highest brand? We have a like highest brand like Benz car, right? Range Rover car, right? This is nothing but a simple SAP. So in a car, how we have a top brand Benz, similarly in the ERP, we have a top brand SAP. This is the how we have to understand the concept of ERP and SAP. Is this clear, guys? If you have any doubt, please ask.
No, sir.
If you are silent means I am considering my explanation is okay, it is understood and all the concept has been understood. Okay, coming to the next slide. Let's go for the SAP and its journey. How SAP like has been introduced or established, and when it is established and how it started its journey. So hope everyone, almost all maximum here in this class, maximum are using SAP, right? So everyone knows about the what is SAP. SAP stands for it is a systems, applications, and products in a data processing. That is nothing but a SAP. And importantly, those who are new to this SAP, one very important thing is don't call SAP as a SAP. Okay, it is a always SAP. Don't call it as SAP. It should be a SAP only. How we have to pronounce? It should be a SAP. SAP is nothing but a systems, applications, and products in data processing. So SAP is itself is a German-based company, and it is established in or founded in 1970 or 1972. So initially, the 5 former IBM employees, so they are working with the IBM, and they are using various ERP products like like Oracle is there, right? Tally is there. Initially, they are using those kind of ERP products, and they thought that key because they are providing a various industrial solutions to the business users. So based on their like experience, they thought in the mind that why can't we develop our own software that can give a all the complex business solutions. So when they thought that process, in the thought process, they left the organization and they have established their own company called as SAP. That is established in the 1972 in the Germany. Okay. Then initially what they have done, they have developed the SAP R1, that is real time or one tier architecture. Okay, that they provided the first implementation to the chemical industry. Okay, they implemented this R1 software, okay, into the chemical industry, and that was run very successfully. Finally, when they are using slowly, they understood the gap, they identified the gap, then they switched into the various versions. Okay, so as I explained earlier, SAP is a leading software in the global market, and its contribution in the market is almost 70 to 75%. Now I can say it is 80 to 85% also because of S4HANA. So nowadays, real estate business, banking sectors, and even the government sectors also. So if you think about the Coal India and HAL, BHEL, everyone is implementing the SAP software because it is having a various complex feasibility solutions. Because of that, everyone is switching into the non-SAP system to SAP system. That is also into S4HANA, because now ECC is going to sunset by 2027. Because of that, there is a huge demand in the market for the S4HANA, and for that, there is a huge careers opportunities are there in the market. In the next, like up to till 2040 or 2050 also, there is a huge demand for the SAP. If you are observing in the market, everyone is switching from the non-IT to IT because of this SAP. So in 1972, they started with SAP R1. Now we are at 2025, right? 2025. From the 2015, S4HANA started. Okay, S4HANA started. Now maximum companies are using S4HANA. Some previous companies, they are still working on the ECC, because slowly they are doing the conversion to S4HANA, means switching from ECC to S4HANA. This is about the journey. Okay, this is about the like journey, how it starts, how it's till date, what is there, where we are. Okay. Now this is architecture. I think everyone knows, right? So normally, if you have desktop or laptop, so any system will have three layers, right? One is a presentation layer, another is a application layer, another is a database layer. Presentation layer, what it will do? Whatever you input in the, like for example, take the laptop or desktop. So there is a keyboard, there is a monitor. Whatever you are inputting the data in the keyboard, that will be displayed on the monitor, right? So monitor, what it will do? It will present the data. Whatever you are inputting the data in the keyboard, that will be go to the application layer. Okay. Within the application layer, there is some logic, there is some program, there is some formula. The formula is consisting of a piece of code or piece of formula written in the logic. That logic will be converted into the digital form. Okay, that digital will be displayed in the monitor. So this will communicate. For example, this application layer will communicate to the presentation layer, and also it will communicate to the database. Whatever database is there, it is a storing device. How your like computer or laptop will have a hard disk, right? So that will help as a database. It is storing the data. Whenever is required, that data will be pulled out to application server, and application server will send it to the data to the presentation layer. Then presentation layer, the data will be displayed. This is the simple architecture of SAP. It is not only SAP, any system also the architecture will be similar. So usually the presentation layer in the SAP is called as a GUI. GUI is nothing but a graphical user interface. G is nothing but a graphical, U is nothing but a user, and I is nothing but an interface. Okay. This is about the architecture of the SAP. Let us come to the SAP S4HANA. What is SAP S4HANA? And before explaining about the SAP S4HANA, so in ECC is nothing but a enterprise central component. ECC, what is the long form of ECC? Enterprise central component. And in ECC, we have a 6.0 version. 6.0 version. Whereas in S4HANA, we have still 2023 version, and 2024 version had to be launched, may be expected in the September month. September month, they are going to launch or release a 2024 version. What S4 stands for, what HANA stands for. For any business, the Suitable software is nothing but a or simplified version. Okay, if you see SAP S/4HANA is a SAP's next generation enterprise resource planning ERP software that business suite designed to run on SAP's in-memory platform. Whatever the HANA is there, it is a in-memory platform, in-memory database. HANA is nothing but a in-memory database. And the HANA stands for High Performance Analytical Appliance. It is nothing but a whenever you enter anything in the S4HANA, within a fraction of second, it will give the results. So that's why it offers high speed data processing and real-time analytics. Whatever may be the complex procedures are there, complex calculations are there, those kind of complex procedures and complex problems will be resolved within a fraction of time because the data is stored in the in memory. In memory means directly it is stored in the RAM. Okay, storing the data directly in the RAM. Earlier in ECC, there is a separate database will be there. Earlier in ECC, they are using Oracle as a database or IBM DB2. IBM DB2. IBM company is providing the database that DB2 is the database. In that, the data will be stored. It takes time to get the data to be transferred to the system. Because of that, they switch it to S4HANA because S4HANA is working on the HANA database. HANA is nothing but a in-memory database that is directly stored on the RAM. So 4 is nothing but it is a fourth generation. S is nothing but a simplified version or it is suitable for any kind of business. Nowadays in S4HANA also, there are some IS modules will be there. Like IS is nothing but a industrial specific. IS is called as a industrial specific. For particular industry, type of industry is nothing but there will be a chemical industry, right? Chemical industry is having different process because all the chemicals will be moved, right, supplied through pipeline. For that, there is a separate business process. For that, separate software, again, separate module. That is industrial specific S4HANA module. And automotive sector, that is also industrial specific. Steel sector, that is also industrial specific. And cement sector, that is also industrial specific. Nowadays, each sectors are going for the industrial specific S4HANA applications. And now, as I explained, so the release version of the S4HANA is currently we are using 2023. So earlier, when it was started in the year of 2015, so at that time the version is named as by using first two digits will be indicated as year and last digit will be indicated as month. So it is nothing but it is released, the first version of the S4HANA is released in the year of 2015 November. And second version is 2016 October. And third version is 2017 September. And fourth 2018 September. Like that, once the till 2019 they used month and year as a releasing version. When the 2020 starts, they stopped to use the month version. They are using only the year as a version. Now from 2020 onwards, they will be called as a 2020, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2022. And very important, one more thing, in interview also, normally in interview also, they may ask which version you have been involved in the implementation. Okay, which version has been implemented during your project and which version your company is currently using. That question they ask. If, for example, if some company has implemented in the year of 2019, think that the company has implemented the S4HANA in the year of 2019. Okay. If you say the version is 2019 means definitely they will catch. He doesn't involve in the implementation and he is simply throwing a wrong answer. Correct? So whenever there is a 2019, you have to use month and year. When after 2022, 2020, you have to use only year as a versions. Clear, guys? Please raise your hand or unmute yourself and you can able to ask. Sorry. No one is talking. Are you getting bored or?
No, sir.
No, still no one is talking.
I'm not aware of anything, Arvind, because of the reason I'm quite silent. Since
Okay.
I get through that, yeah.
No, at least something you are able to understand the concept, right?
Yes,
How the
yes,
start
yes, Arvind.
is the basic concept of ERP, how it is started, why we are using, like how SAP
Yes,
started,
yes. Our day-to-day activities we are using Workday. Yeah.
right? Right. No problem. Other guys, see, there are a lot of guys are there, those who are working on the SAP, right? Already you are doing testing, right? Kishore, Akash,
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Raj Lakshmi, right? Shreya, Srivani, everyone they are using, right? Please speak.
Yes. Yes, Arvind.
Yeah, please speak something, whether you are able to understand the concept or not. Because if you are keep silent now, then what shall I understand? Whether you are understood perfectly or you are not understood. Because interaction is very important. If you interact more, then I will be boost up myself. Okay, no problem.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I think everyone is aware about the various models, and those who are new to this platform, they don't know about the various models. Okay. Before jumping into these various models, I want to explain you the one small business process. Let me explain the one business process. Let us take the real-time business process as a the fast moving item. See, let me take FMCG as the product. FMCG product, fast moving, like simple product I'm taking. There is a biscuits. Right? Biscuits will be consumed by the small age to older age also. Right? Everyone is consuming, everyone is using biscuits, right? Every day they are consuming. This is a fast moving items. FMCG is nothing but a fast moving consumable goods. So let's take biscuits manufacturing company. Let's take business like biscuits manufacturing company. For biscuits, what are all the raw materials are required? What are all the raw materials are required? One is very important is wheat, right?
Sugar,
Glucose, okay, and some maybe some chemicals they
nuts,
may use. Okay, sorry, someone is saying
nuts,
something. Nuts also,
nuts.
very right. Nuts also,
Preservative.
cashew nuts, right?
Yes.
Right. These are all the raw materials, and these raw materials are used to convert into finished products. Correct? These raw materials are used to convert into your finished products. You are converting it to FG. FG is nothing but a finished product. FG, finished goods. FG, that is good day biscuit. Good day cashew flavor, right? Cashew biscuits. So let's draw the some skeleton diagram of the manufacturing unit. I'm going to draw one manufacturing unit. This is a biscuits manufacturing company, Good Day Biscuits manufacturing company. Okay, and let us draw here bifurcation. Another bifurcation is here. Another bifurcation is here. I will tell you why I have made two bifurcations. And this is a manufacturing plant. Okay, this is a Good Day Biscuits manufacturing plant. Inside the plant, you have a machines, that is production lines. This is a production line. I will name it as a just, shall I write PL1 or full name? Let us write full name only. Production line 1, or we call it as a assembly line, ASLY 1. Okay. Let me go here. Okay. So here one production line, another production line will be here. This is production line 2. Okay. Now what you have to do? You are manufacturing a biscuits. For this biscuits, you need a raw material. How you will come to know raw materials are required? Who is going to inform for my production the raw materials are required? There is some PP team is there, right? Production planning team. Here I will write production and planning team. If they want to make a production plan, what they will do first, they will check whether the raw material is there or not. If the raw material is there, how much raw material is required for the 100 gram of biscuit? For example, think that for 100 gram or 1 kg of biscuit, 1 kg of biscuits, to manufacture 1 kg of biscuits, you need some 200 gram of wheat. Example, don't go as a actual level, just example, 200 gram of sugar, okay, and glucose 100 gram, okay, and chemicals 150 gram, 50 gram chemical, and nuts 100 gram. Okay, so to produce 1 kg of biscuits, this much of raw material is required. Who is going to give this requirement? Here, the production planning team. And if this is available, so they will produce 1 kg of biscuits. How they will produce? With a proper planning. There will be a bill of material will be there. Bill of material is nothing but for 1 kg of biscuits production. Okay, demand of 1 kg of biscuits from the customer. To meet the demand of the customer 1 kg of biscuits, the raw material is required is this much. So what they will do, they will check the within the production line, they have some separate storage area. So that storage area, they will go and observe if there is no stock. Okay, if there is no stock, there is a separate storage area will be there, right? What is that? Raw material storage area. Raw material storage area. Storage area. This I can treat it as a warehouse one. Okay, I will treat this as a warehouse WH1. Okay. So this is warehouse one. Similarly, so this raw material, what production team will do, production planning will do. So they go to the store, they place an indent. If the material is there, raw material is there, they may go to place an indent for the material requirement, and they receive the material to the production line. They receive the material to production line. This will be more. Okay. So raw material will be there. This raw material will be, think that these material will be stored here, and this will be shifted to production line based on the production planning requirement. Think that there is no stock of raw material. Okay, there is no stock of raw material. Whatever the production planning team, they placed an indent. Okay, they placed an indent. This will do what they will do. Okay, let me go here. So here I will mention this. Placing an indent. Indent is nothing but a requisite. Just like it is a PR, purchase requisition. Placing an indent is nothing but a PR. PR is nothing but a purchase requisition. Purchase requisition. This purchase requisition will be given to the warehouse. Okay, then our indent will be placed at warehouse, and this purchase requisition will be transferred to the procurement department. Normal. This is the standard process within the companies. Okay, this requirement will be transferred to the sourcing and procurement. Why I am explaining this process? Because I want to explain you the how the various functional modules will come into the picture within the business process. At what stage or at what point the production planning is coming into the picture, and at what stage the warehouse is coming into the picture, and what stage the sourcing and procurement will play a role. So these functional modules, at what are all the points they are playing a vital role, that I am going to explain you this various functional modules. Okay, entry in the business process. Now sourcing and procurement is called as a MM module, right? It is MM module. And one thing, the production planning team, which model will come here? It is a PP model, right? Here the PP module will come into the picture. What PP module will do? They are doing a production planning and even though MRP planning. Material requirement planning and production planning will be done by the PP module, right? PP module. Whereas if the stock is not there, if the storage of stock, storing, like managing the inventory, will be the responsible of warehouse module. Here I will mention here Managing the one thing is inbound. Inbound is nothing but a inward of raw material, storage. Okay. Inward, after inward, what will be there? Goods received, right? Goods received. Before goods received, there is a quality check, right? Quality check. Let me go goods received before quality check and goods received, and then stock upload. Because once you do the goods received, stock will be uploaded into our stock upload in warehouse. Let me explain again. Okay. So since the raw materials are not available in the warehouse, this whatever the requisition from the production planning team will be transferred to the sourcing and procurement team because the warehouse is not having a stock. Then it will go the purchase requisition to the sourcing and procurement team. The sourcing and procurement team, what they will do, they will go to the market, or they will search the sourcing. Sourcing means what? Sourcing means tracing of vendor, identifying the vendor, tracing or identifying the vendor. Who is the vendor? Those who can supply my raw material. Identifying the vendor. Identifying and finalizing. This is sourcing part. Once they identify the vendor, okay, once they identify the vendor, for example, some wheat will be available in somewhere, like for example sugar or something, it is available in some X vendor. There is a vendor, X vendor, he is going to supply these raw materials. Okay. And what they do, once they identify the source of supply, the sourcing and procurement team will release the purchase order. So procurement team will do what? Do procurement team will do the PO, release the PO, and PO will be issued to whom? PO will be issued to vendor. PO will be issued to vendor. This is a vendor. Vendor is nothing but a supplier. Once the supplier is received the purchase order, what he will do? He is also check the stock. Okay. If the stock is available, think that stock is available. Okay. Think that stock is available at the vendor place. What he will do? Once the order PO is received from the customer or company, so he is going to supply the raw material. This raw material is available in this PO, and he is going to supply this raw material. Supply of raw material from vendor to company location, company warehouse. Okay. Supply of raw material from vendor to company warehouse. And whenever the vendor is supplying to the company, this is called as a inbound logistics. Inbound logistics. Inbound logistics is nothing but a movement of the raw materials from vendor place to the company's place. It is the inwarding the raw material to our company's warehouse. This is inbound logistics. And whenever there is a inbound logistics, whenever the vendor is supplying the material, how we will supply, how we will send the material through a truck, right? Truck will carry this raw materials, and whenever there is a truck will be carrying, so always the truck will carry the documents. What documents? It will have vendor invoice, delivery challan, okay, and there is a POD. POD is nothing but a proof of delivery. Proof of delivery, it is given by the transporter. Okay, transporter will give the proof of delivery document and he will give it to the company. He will take the whether delivery is received or not. That confirmation he will take in the document. But this vendor invoice and delivery challan, another is one more important is there is a e-way bill concept. E-way bill means electronic way bill. Why this is required? Because to comply the GST regulations. This is a to comply the GST regulations. So these terminology you have to remember, guys, because this will be very important. Delivery challan, POD, e-way bill. Because whenever you go to the business place now, so for the implementation of the SAP, so these terminology will come into the picture. Why I am explaining? Because you have to understand these terminologies. E-way bill means it is a road permit. Road permit means the permit to carry or transfer the goods from vendor place to the customer place or company place, and this is having a taxable value, and this tax will be paid to the government. That is the meaning of this e-way bill. It is a GST compliance. Okay, once the raw material is received, these document will be given to the warehouse manager or warehouse staff. This document will be given to warehouse. One. Once this document is received, what they do, first they will check what the warehouse person will do. He will check the document, vendor invoice. In the vendor invoice, there is a customer reference number. Customer reference number. What is the customer reference? Can anyone guess? Can anyone guess? Whenever there is a sales order, you are also think that you are a supplier to the customer. Whenever there is a sales order, there is a customer reference field is there inside the VA01. What you are inputting when you are entering into the customer reference number? See, this is a SAP, right? Let me go into that. What is the T code for sales order creation? VA01, right? If you enter here, order type, sales area, right? Just enter. So here the customer reference is there, right? This customer reference will be printed on the invoice document, right? This invoice document. What is this customer reference? This is reference. Customer reference is nothing but a customer PO, right? Customer PO number. So why I am explaining? Because whenever he receives this document, warehouse person, first he will check the vendor invoice and he will check the PO number, right? He will check the PO number. Why PO number is required? Because whether this order has been given by my company or not, right? This order is given by our biscuit company or not. Because sometimes there might be a wrong dispatch from the vendor, right? There might be others PO will be there, others order will be there. It is not belong to this biscuit company, right? That's why he see what is the PO number. If the PO number is belongs, see, once the PO number is notified by the warehouse manager or warehouse employee, what he will do, he will log into the SAP system, he will enter the PO number. So immediately he will check the whether this PO number is belongs to our company or not. If it is belongs to us, it will show the entries. Oh, these many materials and this much of quantity order has been issued to this vendor. So it is based on that order. So he was supplied the material. So that ensuring will be done by the warehouse manager. That cross check will be done by the warehouse employee. Once it is confirmed this POS belongs to us, what he will do, he will call the quality inspection guy. Okay, he will call the quality inspection guy. What quality inspection guy will do? He will do the quality inspection. Why quality inspection has to be carried out? Because there might be some products, okay, their product quality will not be a good, because the warehouse person, he is not eligible to give the confirm the quality of the product. So there is a various checking parameter will be there that will be carried by the quality inspection guy. So here the QM module will come into the picture. QM module will come into the picture. QM module means quality management module. So why I am telling, because I am explaining where are all the, at what point all which module is coming to the picture. This year warehouse module is coming to the picture. That is nothing but a WM module. This is nothing but a warehouse management. Warehouse management. Okay. Then after the quality check is over, so what quality person will do? He will make the okay, you can go for the receipt of the material. Once he confirms the quality of the product, what the warehouse employee will do? He will do the MyGo. He will do the transaction MyGo, right? MyGo is nothing but a goods receipt. Goods receipt. Okay, there will be a movement type, right? Someone, I think if you know movement type, I will explain you during the again classes also. Movement type will be 101. 101 movement type will be used for the goods receipt. So it is means inwarding, receipt from vendor place to my place, and this will be inwarded and it stock will be uploaded into the storage location. So this is the goods receipt and 101 is the movement type. Movement type. So for the goods issue, PGI, that is 601. I will explain you during this process, FG process. Now stock is, once the goods receipt is done, stock will be uploaded. Then once the GR is done, what he will do on the vendor invoice, let me write something here on the vendor invoice, warehouse team will mention GR number. Okay. Why he has to mention the GR number? Because it will go for the, here next step is, the next step is it will go for the vendor invoice verification. Vendor invoice verification. What vendor invoice verification means? It is go for the vendor payment settlement or processing. right? To whom they will send? They will send it to finance department, FI department. So here, once the finance department will receive the these documents, okay, GR document, vendor invoice, delivery challan, and POD, FI department will process Myro. So remember these two words. One is a MyGo, another is a Myro. This is a transaction code also. This is a process name also. Myro is nothing but a invoice verification. Invoice verification. Which invoice verification? Vendor invoice verification. Once this is done, then the payment will be settled to vendor. Okay. So this is nothing but a A bar P. A bar P means what? Account payable. And this entire process from here, okay, from here to here. From here to here, it is called as what? This process is called as? Can anyone tell me? Guys, really you don't know anything?
O2C.
No, initially I was explained, right? In SD we call it as, if we do sales process, it is OTC. If you do procurement to pay means P2P.
Materials management.
What it is P2P? P2P cycle is nothing but a procure to
P.
right? So this will come in sourcing and procurement module. Okay, module. Again, in integration with. Okay. One more thing I have forgot to mention. Whenever there is a truck is there, so there will be whenever there is a inbound logistics is there will be a TM module will come into the picture. TM module. That is transportation management module. What actually the warehouse team will do, they will create a inbound delivery. So normally vendor, whenever he supplies the goods, so whenever he creates a delivery chalana, he will send, see, vendor system will automatically sends the notification to the warehouse or company. So this goods has been dispatched. That is nothing but a, so that notification is nothing but a ASN. That notification we called as a ASN. ASN is nothing but a advanced shipping or shipment notification. Why this will be sent? Because this team should be alert. This team should be alert to track the vehicle and to receive the materials. Why? Because think that the company is a big scale industry or large scale industry. There are lot of requirement of material. If without the material, okay, without the raw material, your production line is going to stop. If the production line is going to stop, you are not able to produce the material on time. Correct? So if you are failing to produce the material on time, you cannot able to supply to the customer. Then you cannot able to meet the demand of the customer, then entire your business process will be collapsed. So based on this advanced shipment notification, warehouse team will create a inbound delivery. This is nothing but a IBD. IBD is nothing but a inbound delivery. If this is inbound delivery is there, that inbound delivery against they can do the goods receipt also. Either they can use customer reference number or they can use the PO number. These two will be used for the goods receipt. If there is no inbound delivery, they can do the MyGo with the reference from the PO number. Okay. And this process is called as a P2P cycle. That is, P2P cycle will come into the sourcing and procurement model in integration with the TM module, WM module, right? WM module. And next, what will be the module? Quality QM module. And next,
Production method.
F5 module. Right? So this is the integration with the sourcing and procurement, and this is about the P2P cycle. And whenever there is a account payable is there, here the F5 module will come into the picture. Clear, guys?
Yes.
Any doubt till this?
No.
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 If you have any doubt, please feel free to ask. Again, I will explain again. Why I am explaining this concept? Because you have to understand the various business process and what is the function of the each process and where the each module will come into the role into the business process. And this terminology you have to remember. Clear? And
Yeah.
now the 2030, so almost 8:30 is over. Shall we continue tomorrow?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Tomorrow what I will do? Okay. Once the raw material is available, see, raw material is available, the production starts. From the production to again selling process. That is OTC process, order to cash cycle. That I am going to explain to you. Because I am having next again I have to start the 8:30 one more batch. So now I have to continue with the next batch. If you have any doubt, please ask. Otherwise, we'll end this session today.
Arvind, can you please repeat the ASN process?
Which one?
ASN, advanced shipment notification.
ASN, right?
Yeah, yeah.
This one. See, you have given the PO to vendor, right? Based on your PO request, the vendor is like vendor will check his stock also. Think that vendor is having the raw material stock. Whatever you have given the order to the supply, okay, that raw material stock is available, and he started to pack it, okay, pick it, pack it, and loaded into the truck, right? Loaded into the truck. What it is there? Pick. This is also one of the terminology. Pack and ship. Ship is nothing but a load. Shipping. Pick, pack, and shipping. If these three processes is done, then once the loading is done, he will do also PGI. Then he will create a vendor invoice, delivery challan, and proof of delivery and e-way bill. This document, see, once the delivery challan is generated, so the system, vendor system will send a advance notification. This advance notification to the company.
Okay.
This advance notification to the company. Okay. Once the advance notification, either it may be by mail, okay, either it may be by message, okay, there will be a various type of the medium will be there. Either he may receive a mail or he may receive a normal text message notification to the particular registered mobile number. Okay, if
Okay.
this information, whatever this information, advanced information is received to, like sending from the vendor to customer, is nothing but a advanced shipping notification. This what it indicates: I have loaded, I have dispatched these raw material, and it is in transit.
Yeah. Okay.
Why this is required? Because he will make the unloading plan, or else he may plan for the production line also to move the material to production line, because there is a urgent requirement of the from the production line, because he has to supply the material to production line so that production line can start the production.
So for this, we create an inbound delivery and GR will be created, right?
Right.
At the
Once
vendors,
the advanced
vendor.
shipment notification is received, warehouse will create a inbound delivery. So based on that inbound delivery, he will do the goods ship.
Okay, yeah, got it.
Okay. Any others? If you have any doubt, please ask. Otherwise, we'll wind up the sessions today and we'll continue tomorrow. We'll go very slow, and will, because my intention is everyone has to understand the concept. Very important. That is first point. And this material, whatever I am explaining this sheet, this will be uploaded in the drive. Okay, that drive will have, okay, will be given to access to everyone, and you can able to see this and read this. Whatever you want to do, you can do. Okay, and I am giving this readable access and writable access also. You can, if you have any doubt, I am going to insert one more sheet there. Q&A will be there, so you can raise your questions. Okay, so raise your questions and you can put your name, and we'll start the, whenever we start the new sessions now, like next sessions, we'll start with your Q&A answers, question and answers. Okay, guys.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Chalo. Thank
Sure.
you, and have a
Thank you.
happy evening
Thank you, sir.
and have a pleasant sleep.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, sir.
Thank you again.
Thank you,
Bye.
sir. ನೋಡ್ರೆ ನಾಗೇಶ್ ಅವನು ಬದಲು ಹೋದ್ರು ನೋಡಿಲ್ಲ